Hi, welcome to my channel called Nugget of Wisdom. I'm here at the foothills of the Alps in northern Italy. I'm just looking out at this view. Cities and towns and new buildings, old buildings, forest. Hard to see the mountains because they're behind me. It's just a beautiful place. Having some lunch, old-fashioned cheese sandwiches and tea. Somebody said a few days ago that if you just look down, if you just look down onto the ground to a square inch, just a square inch of the ground, or as little as your eyes can cope with, what you see is totally unknowable. Yeah, to you it's leaves, it's grass, it's tarmac, it's concrete, but it's actually in truth unknowable. It's incredible. It's made of something, things, stuff, mind, matter, whatever scientists are coming up with their scientific language and their analysis that we don't really understand. And we don't have to understand. From my perspective, we don't have to understand. It doesn't matter. I think the most important understanding is that it's incredible. And the more you grow to appreciate this, the more you can see the incredibleness of everything around you. Just simple things like a leaf, one single leaf. But also you start to appreciate it in a way that isn't intellectual. Intellectualism is great. It's great for survival. It's great for hunting. It's great for grasping. It's great for getting. It's great for building. But it's not really a great tool when it comes to appreciation, because the intellectual mind, my intellectual mind, tends to start to compare. Oh, look at that forest. Well, that was a nice forest, but those trees aren't as nice as those. Those trees are too tall. Those trees are too short. I see they've built a bench over there. How did they build it? They must have built that with it. Did they build it with a machine, or did they cut it by hand? Where does the road go? Does it go to the town? Oh, look, there's a town over there. I can see some buildings. And so you intellectualize everything, and then you have an awareness, but it's an intellectual awareness. In reality, to me, true appreciation of these moments is not to compare with anything. It's just to absorb, almost absorb, or just appreciate it for what it is. Don't try to label it, don't try to tag it. Just experience it. Absorb, experience, appreciate, with as little intellectualization as your mind will let you have. So, you can be sitting down and thinking about everything, but then you have moments where your mind stops thinking and you lie in the grass and you just experience. So so yeah, what a beautiful, incredible place. And I love to hear the sounds of creatures, because in the places I'm traveling to, it's different in different places, different in France, different in Switzerland, different in the UK, different in Ireland. There's a beauty expressing itself in all of these places. but it's a different flavour of beauty, different bird song, different colours, different bark on the trees, whatever. And again, without intellectualizing, you can just experience. It's like different works of art that are abstract. That you don't have to try and figure out what the artist is trying to do. You just absorb and experience the beauty of the expression of the artist. And then there's different artists with different expressions. And in many ways, to me, each place I visit, each region, each country I've been to is like a canvas of expression, of beauty. And there's beauty in everything. So here in Italy, I love experiencing the buildings that are falling apart. I mean, you see these amazing old buildings that are derelict or empty, and no one has touched them for years, and everything, plaster's going off the walls, and it's exposing other colours and other types of stonework, and almost like the building's internals, or there's a history of different architecture inside the building that you can also experience. And the tiles in the roofs starting to rot away, and the tiles are dropping down bit by bit by bit, forming different shapes. I was talking to a guy at a petrol station a few days ago, and right opposite the petrol station was one of those buildings, and he looked at me and said to me, he said, in the springtime, the whole of that building's covered in flowers. He said the roof, they wind their way through the windows and out the windows, and he said it's really, really beautiful. Neither of us discussed, oh, isn't it a shame that building is falling down? Couldn't somebody do it up? Couldn't somebody rebuild it? How much is it worth? Could you buy it? There's a whole lot of intellectualization that could occur there, but it didn't. So you can appreciate beauty in every place. You can go to, a highway, a motorway, a series of motorways, and you can intellectualize that that's not beautiful. But there's a beauty to it as well. There's a beauty to it that, again, you can experience without intellectualization. In many ways, like the beauty you see when you see ants all marching along in little rows and going off in different directions and moving around. In many ways, it kind of uncovers a kind of ant-like experience. All these cars moving around in different directions and in loops and so on and so forth. So one little more view of my view, which I think is amazing. Quiet. See you soon. Bye-bye.